about 3 feet away, okay? If we're like this, we move together, okay, our timing is the same. Because technically when Mark moves, I should be moving, or when I move, Mark should be moving, okay? So the same thing goes. You're going to be here, I'm going to be here. When you start to move, okay? Does that make sense? So who's got the better timing? And now I want you to, when you see me move, I want you to stop. Okay? So now when you see me move, I want you to stop. Alright? Does that make sense? Am I confusing you, or am I?
Yeah.
Rhonda?
Is there a reason that you're showing us this?
Because if Mark goes to punch, I don't want to do this. Tell me when you see my punch. Okay? Or my block, yeah. Because, what you're doing is I'm triggering his peripheral, his stimuli out here. Yeah, but if I do this, Mark goes to punch. Okay? Right. Exactly. So are you watching?
Is this going in one ear and out the other?
For you it is. So when Mark goes to the punch, if you notice we're meeting in the middle. Okay, I'm slightly ahead of him because, from here. So as he starts to punch, I'm still a light touch, and then I'm guiding him. So you can go and take a step if you feel like you need. So then from here, I'm going to allow Mark to punch. Okay, then you go back. So now what I want to do is affect Mark's retraction with my center. Okay, so I don't want to use force. If you feel that I'm heavy, I want you to tell me. As Mark goes to punch, okay, anything? Okay, so does that make sense? So now Mark goes to punch again. Okay, so now I did this. Now I want to deal with something else. Mark goes to punch. I want to do this. Okay, deal with that point. Mark goes to punch again. So now Mark goes to allow him to punch. So maybe he'll punch a different way. Maybe he'll come to the belly this time. Okay, so his retraction is going to be slightly different. Because when he punches to my head, watch his shoulder. Okay, this is down. When he punches to my belly, see how he raises his arm up slightly? So it's going to change with whatever you get. So if I'm like this, it's going to make him want to punch to my belly. Right? If I'm like this, it's going to make him want to punch to my head. Okay? So now, you deal with this plane, you deal with this, and maybe deal with the wrist. So look at the creases. Now as Mark goes to punch. Okay? Makes sense? One more, and I'll stop talking. Okay, so now I have to move a little closer for this. So as Mark goes to punch, okay, allow him to hit, but then you're studying the retraction. How can you follow it back? As Mark goes to punch, okay, and then you can allow yourself to escape. Does that make sense? So we had talked from Rhonda goes to punch. So you don't want to just stand in this place. If you notice, I'm doing a lean. Okay, so as Rhonda goes to punch again, I'm going to lean to another angle. Does that make sense? So then she goes to punch again, I'm going to maybe step and go to another angle. So right now you're thinking the octagon is on the floor around you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So if Rhonda goes to punch, I'm doing this. So I've kind of went up to 5. Okay? Now I'm going to let her punch me. Study the rotation. Okay? Because my hands are here, I'm on this plane. Okay, she goes to punch, I'm going to move. And that's going to open this strike up. Does that make sense? And then if she goes to move again, it's going to be, you just move from that place where you were at. Does that make sense? Okay, I'll stop talking. You guys are all looking at me. You do this. Okay, and you slap that in there. Okay? Those cross stance, you think this is coming here, the knee or the foot comes up. As you're dropping, you're going to elbow, downward block, teardrop punch, or punch. Okay? Here. Okay? So here, here. So when you punch, you do here. Okay? Remember, the Kosho no Kempo, how you're doing this?
Yes.
That's the same punch.
Okay.
Same punch. So, alright, so you're starting here. This movement here, he goes to punch, you can think of it as a hit, okay? Because you're doing, bring it here, but it can be a compression. And as he goes to strike again, boom, and you're turning your center, alright? And then from here, as he goes to punch again, there's your down block. Okay?
That was so great.
Yeah.
Stepped on it.
But if their foot is close, step on it, okay? And then you okay?
Who's not?
What is?
My dog.
Good, we need it. But yeah, so I mean, if you think of that, if he's, watch, okay, that's good. That's, oh, that's, okay, that's where I'm going, that hurt. Seriously.
I heard you were
That hurt, yeah. But, so then you can throw your kick, okay, does that make sense? But I'll stop talking, he goes to punch, he goes bang, he goes to punch again, turning, okay, stepping on his foot, and then as he goes to punch again, this can come here, and then there's your down wash. Okay, boom.
You do a strike with the kick?